Heifer, where are you, girl? Well, folks, welcome back. If any of you are in the area, I cannot find my heifer. It's Glorious, Georgia. She's been missing me for 5 years. Sorry, I just get a little worked up thinking about her. 5 years now. This was a world-class heifer, biggest known heifer of this size. I've been looking everywhere, can't find her nowhere. One day she just jumped the cattle fence and she was gone. Before that, she was fine. She'd never run away. You know she wouldn't run away. This day she felt like it. I'm afraid the coyotes got her. Really sucked. Did y'all hear that? Heifer. Oh my goodness, my girl. Oh my gosh, you must be starving. Girl, why aren't you moving? Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are in a field right now, and I have found something very interesting on Facebook Marketplace. It is a deer blind that looks like a cow. Now I get the point here that, hey, deer, coyotes, they're used to cows, they go in fields, that's where they're all at nighttime and stuff. Having a deer blind look like one, you know, they think it's a cow and they just walk around it like normal. So I see it, but you guys know I camp. First time I've camped in a while, by the way. We're gonna try it out. There's no floor, it's a deer blind. So I brought a cot. We gotta get this thing unboxed and set up, and it is a big heifer. I'm pretty sure it is. So let's get it set up. I've got some stuff to cook. We're gonna be making Philly steak. There's no cheese or anything, or bread, because my diet, but we're gonna be making that, and we're gonna be making poor man's shrimp scampi. So I hope you guys stick around. Let's get the cow out of the box. It's a little bit smaller than I thought it was gonna be. Probably about half the size. I also cannot figure out the head part of it. Here is the face. Here's the face of the cow currently. It's a little tricky to set this thing up. The tent itself, no. Well, sorry, the deer blind. And second of all, this is the tricky part right here, the face. Now, if you were hunting, that wouldn't really matter, would it? I'm camping in it. I need a good thumbnail of the cow, so I gotta figure that out. This thing is like really, really short, guys. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm gonna put you guys right where my eyes are. I'm looking over this. I'm like piercing right over the top of it. It's a little small. Right now it looks like an extremely overweight like pigeon, I'd say. It does have legs. It does have legs. Right there's a big zipper, and that's how you put in the 4 things for the head, but they're not really working well. We've got a few windows in here. It is small. I don't know if my cot will fit in there. I don't think it's gonna. All right, our cow is officially set up. The head, I figured it out. It was a little tricky, but I don't think it was a terrible design. I just think the opening to get into this head space right here is just a little small. It's up, so now we have to try to fit a surplus style cot inside of here, since this is a giant field, and just for me walking in there, there's spiders all over the grass. Might have to sleep on the ground, but I want to try to get the cot in here. This thing's short. Well, you guys are about at the roof of it, looking down. This is the cot that I'm gonna use. Since this was a big tent anyways, I used the side-by-side carry it, so that's why I brought the heavy cot, because if I was backpacking this, no way. Too much weight. I can tell you one thing though, it feels like it's 200 degrees inside here right now. Now here is where we see if this fits. Oh my goodness, it might just fit. This is refusing to fit in here. Absolutely no way this will be fully set up. I cannot put the ends on. You have two of these square pipes go on the end to hold tension, and they pull the cod itself to each end, so it's nice and tight. But we're gonna have to make do without that. This is touching each wall, and it is not even fully extended. Ooh, it's 108,000 million trillion degrees in here. I went ahead and brought some of the stuff in out of the bag. This was all in my Hidden Woodsman, I believe it's a rucksack, the original bag that I had from Hidden Woodsman. This is a Slumberjack Pathfinder, 35 degrees Fahrenheit is what it's rated to. I've had this for a few years now. I've got this blanket just in case that's too much and I'm too warm. Biggest problem with me now is I would have not even brought a sleeping bag last year if I was the same weight I was last year, but since I've lost weight, my body is not used to the cold, and even though right now it's 80 some degrees out, tonight it'll be probably 55, 56, just 55, 56, I will probably be cold. But I don't know, that's why I brought extra. So here is our new bag from the Hidden Woodsman. You can open it up, let the front come down. In the front compartment here, I have all of my fire making stuff, which is this little thing from Temu. It blows wind to get fires going. I have a Mora knife and a Bic lighter. That's all I brought for fire. Second pouch in the middle, I have an Olight headlight. Can't remember the name of this one. An O lantern, which I will hang that up in here. This will be the tent light. I love this thing. This is a pack light. You'll see this a little bit more later. I have a little UV light that you can charge it up with, or you can use the sun. And you can hang this just for ambient light in your tent. If your tent's small enough like this, it does actually glow enough that you can see with it. But that's it for the second compartment. I have my little camp plate set. I got this at a yard sale for $1. I've got a can opener for the shrimp. I have my undersized fork, and I have my hand forged camp set in here. And also I'm using a Dakota Lithium Powerbox 10. I love this thing. So yeah, I am prepped for doomsday, basically. That's just how I roll, guys. I can't change it. It's how I roll. We gotta get something cooked for dinner though. Here's the mule. Right there's the box that come in. And here's the bag I just took all of that gear out of. Insanity. I like this little mound in the woods here. A lot of rocks on it, not a lot of roots, I'm assuming, up that high. And yeah, that'll be good for a fire. It's not gonna be a big one. Let's get our little camp chair set up. Right now I have a Topo Chico mineral water. Never had one, so I got a case of them today. Carbonated water. All I did here was just clear off this mound. Everything is super dry, stuff would light up just like that. So pretty much I'm just gonna have to watch the whole time. There's no way to be 100% safe when it's this dry out. Obviously, maybe just don't have a fire, but I'm pretty confident with this. This is a decent sized mound. It's hard to tell on the camera. And this is all really cleared out in here. They've logged in here so many times, it's just really cleared. Here's my little poker stick. But all I'm gonna do is get my hand forged camp set here, put the spike through, and that should be good. Let me find a better spot. All right, sun is going down behind me as you can see. But right here, we have a little dirt hole. I dug down in here. We're gonna go ahead and try to start this fire. I'll get it going here. This little blower comes in handy. This was from the Temu camping video. Also, guys, check out the merch here. I've had this shirt from my merch store for years now, and it's held up many washes. Go check it out. It'll always be down below the video. You'll see shirts and stuff. If you click there, it's my Teespring store. If not, if you go to just my description below this video, you'll see my merchandise or Teespring. I will have a new design coming out soon. And we have a can of Bumblebee medium shrimp. All we're gonna do is open this can. This is a weird opener. I've never had one. It does it from the side, and then you pick the whole lid off. Right here, we get this little finger thing. Takes the whole lid off. We're gonna drain out this juice. Not all of it, don't squeeze it too much to where there's no juice at all. Just drain out the excess. A little bit's fine. Now that we have our shrimp alone like that, I've got a piece of garlic I'm gonna shove in one side, and I've got a piece of garlic that I'm gonna shove in the other side. Now we're gonna take some of our butter out of this bag. We're gonna set that on top of the shrimp, and I'm gonna add just a few onions. And just like that, you have poor man's shrimp scampi. I'm gonna put the lid back on, have it slightly lopsided like that. We're gonna stick it on the fire. Now that we have even little tiny coals like this, having that little hand blower comes in handy. I'll be able to get a good fire going even if this is almost out. Here's our can. You can take the wrapper off. I'm just gonna throw it in here. I've never done this. I just thought of it, but I feel like I've seen someone do this before. Maybe someone even in the close community. I just can't remember who it was. So that is basically shoved in the fire here. We're gonna let it cook. Let's get the steak going. It's pretty nice outside now. It's definitely cooling down. I don't know how cold it's supposed to get. I think it was 55 or 56 is what I was seeing. We're gonna go ahead and get the pan up here. Grab our pan, set our cast iron on here. In this bag, I have our butter and a bag of peppers, onions, garlic. I got the fire going again. I just threw on some sticks and used the hand blower. Now we're gonna throw on the rest of this butter. And right here, this is technically cheating on my diet, but we've got some of my own green peppers and some onions. And there's also black pepper and salt on these. We're gonna cook these down for a little bit, and then we'll throw the steak shavings on. I can't believe how fast it gets dark now. I got some nice logs under there, I sawed off. Soon we'll be putting the shaved beef on. Well, I'm hoping we have enough daylight to eat the food and you guys can see me. We're losing light really fast, especially here in the trees. That's why. The field, it's not too dark. I'm gonna tip out this beef. Wait for it. Oh, listen to that. Oh man. I'll get the lantern over here soon. I gotta make sure. This is the shaved beef you can get from Walmart. I don't like beef anymore. There's more butter here too. I don't like beef anymore, but this kind I do like because you can really season it. I've kind of gotten weird with beef, but this will take a little bit to cook. I'm gonna let this brown up here on this side. I'm gonna open the lid of this scampi. Look, they looked a little dried. Probably should have kept more of the water in here. Ooh, they're breaking up a little bit, almost like crab. The garlic is completely roasted. I'm gonna try just a little piece here. The lighting's not the best, I know. It's really dark in the woods now. So here's a little shrimp. It's not bad. Could be a lot better, but it's not that bad. So my appetizer before the steak is this mushy shrimp scampi. Like I said, I kind of need a bigger fork, but it's honestly pretty good. It's more on the bland side, but the garlic just turned into, it's like almost mashed potatoes. That's pretty good. If I was to like try to turn this into like a, well, it'd be a shrimp cake, I guess, instead of a crab cake. This would be pretty good like that. But yeah, I'm just cooking the beef still. It's not the worst thing I've had. I think I can make it better though. All right, so it is done. I'm gonna plate it up and then take it out of the woods here. It's really dark. All right, here it is. I think it looks pretty good. Smells good too. The shrimp, I mean, it was all right, but really not the best. You guys can't quite tell, but behind me is the tent, or the deer blind, sorry. But before I take a bite here, I heard a bunch of knocking and like crashing over that way. There's like multiple splits of woods for these fields, you know. There's like little valleys or like creek beds that go through, so they obviously don't farm it. So wherever those are, there's splits and there's woods. Back behind me, I hear stuff all the time. I've walked these woods, I don't even know how many times. I heard a noise. I'm gonna see if I can get it off these microphones because these might record constantly, and I've left these on since I started filming. If I can get the noise, I'll try to get it. It sounded like a black bear. They'll do this noise to go, moo, like that. I may be completely wrong. I'll do some research, but I think it is. And if you guys are asking, you know, about bears, we just have black bears here in Pennsylvania. And there are quite a few back here. The tracks are all over the place, as well as the scat. I do have a 9 on my side with annihilators in it, so I'm not too worried. But I'm pretty sure it was a bear. I wish this was recording, because I haven't had like bear noises on camera. I might be wrong though. So let's dig into the pepper and onion beef. I don't even know what you call it. This is like Philly cheesesteak meat without the cheese or the bread. I could have had cheese, but I thought it was gonna be just messy. Here we go, we'll take a bite. What I usually do is if I'm gonna add seasoning and I'm going camping, I'll add all the seasonings into the bag with butter. So the seasonings are stuck to the butter, and that way I can just throw the butter in, and just like that, all the seasonings in the pan. I added a lot of black pepper to this, and it's definitely tasting really good because of that. So this meat here is from Walmart, which womp womp, I know. But it's like shaved. It comes in like a plastic container and then it's sealed with plastic over top. It's not like what they have there where it's meat on top of like the little cushion pads or whatever and then, you know, in a foam plate. It's like its own, it's a brand that they get. But it's shaved beef and it's meant for like fajitas, stuff like that. But I love this stuff. I haven't had it in a bit, but even though I don't like beef, I do like this stuff. So that's what we stand at. I will see if I can finish this. I hope so. You know what? Maybe that was Bigfoot behind me. Right there on the OG merch. There's Bigfoot right there. I think he's actually finally going to be on camera tonight. Ate all of that beef. I am very full. Like, I swear my stomach has shrank since I started the diet. Because I would have been able a long time ago to eat like 3 plates of that. But after that 1 plate, I definitely could not eat anymore. I'm in the tent now. This is like fit for a gnome. I feel claustrophobic in here, and I'm not even claustrophobic. Hey, I keep hearing bats going over there, so that's cool. But I'm just gonna go ahead and chill out for a little bit. I'm gonna roll out these, well, the sleeping bag and the blanket. I'm gonna take my boots off for a bit here. And just stare at the lantern, I guess. I'm gonna actually call someone and talk for a bit, but for the most part, it's decent. I want to show you guys a few of the things in the tent. So it has a magnet system to snap on, just like that. There's magnets right there that are sewn in. Well, there's magnets on a screen cover that clips up. And then there's another cover here, which if you don't want screen, you can put up the, whatever that is, vinyl material, I think. And it covers that up as well. Alright, so the microphone will be different quality just for this clip. I have it unplugged because I'm getting ready to go to bed. But I want to show you the lights that I have in here. Also, I went outside and had a heart attack. I've been in here for a bit. I was on the phone for like 2 hours. I had to go pee, so I walked out. I look up, and in the woods there's just 2 ginormous eyes low on the ground looking at me. And I'm like, what is that? Because normally deer, if they know it's a human, they're going to take off. I said, "Are you a deer?" Like I literally said that, "Are you a deer?" And it just stood up. It was a deer at that point. I could tell it was a deer. But it was laying down there. It had went to sleep right behind us. Didn't even know I was in here as I was on the phone. The eyes were huge. Couldn't believe it. So, I want to show you these 2 lights. Above me is the O lantern and the pack light. I'm going to show you what they do. It is not focusing the best, but oh, there it goes. There's the O lantern. It has an interchangeable little screw top LED, and this is the candle wick. Looks like a little lantern. And if you want to go camping, but you're not friends with Superman, you can hang this up in the ceiling. Check that out. It is not kryptonite, no, but it is still really cool. And UV light charges it really well. Look at that. Actually puts off good light. But yeah, guys, I'm heading to bed. It's like right around midnight right now, but I'm gonna try to go to bed. This screen is very bright right now. It is 5:31 a.m. I heard the coyotes going to the fire alarm. They weren't super close today, but
I was gonna film it, but I was like too tired at the time to film. But yeah, I can barely see right now. I'm gonna cover my eyes. So I think for the most part, this is actually pretty windproof. Obviously, it's not storming outside and that kind of wind, but it's like a fall breeze outside right now, and I don't really feel the wind in here. If I felt the wind, it'd be a lot colder. I'm gonna sleep for just a little bit more until, well, it needs to be daylight to make our tea, but I want to make some chaga tea when we go outside. But I'm not gonna go outside yet. I'm not seeing any deer outside. You can start to see the leaves are changing. Alright, so I'm outside now. I'm gonna get the mics plugged back in, and then we're gonna, well, I gotta clear this out too, get everything put away. Then we're gonna go in the woods, and I'll see you in there. We're gonna get some tea made. I'm pretty sure the fire is out. Alright, so I used a tiny little piece of cardboard because everything is super damp this morning. I'm gonna end up burning that box anyways. See the wind? We have the wind blowing that way, northerly, I guess. It's not letting the fire build, so I'm gonna go from this side and use the blower and blow it towards the side that's not getting any of the fire. And just like that, we have our fire. Here's how we're gonna do this. We have our chaga tea with a touch of honey in there. We've got a bottle of water. I'm gonna pour this in. We're gonna stick the lid back on, set it lopsided in the iron set here, and push it over the fire. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed. There are a lot of leaves coming down on the tree above you guys. It is definitely turning to fall. I didn't realize how quick it was turning. Just being out here today, everything changed so fast. Everything's turning orange. I can hear chainsaws up in the far woods that way behind me, so they're getting firewood ready. But here's the tea. I know it looks like something you would find at a truck stop, but trust me, it's chaga tea, and it is my absolute favorite. I love it. I poured it into this bottle because it's super hot, and I didn't want to burn my lips trying to drink out of the little boiling cup I used. But this, I'm telling you, chaga tea is amazing. You gotta try it. It's literally mushroom fungus off of a tree. That's all it is. Try to take a sip here. It's literally burning my hand through the bottle. Whew, extremely hot. I don't know how it's not melting this plastic. I gotta let it cool down a little bit more. I just had a sip, but I don't feel like burning my entire mouth. So this is gonna have to cool down for a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I haven't done camping since like last December, I don't think, or no. I did do a video with my friend where we both camped, but I think the last time I camped was at the Crater Rendezvous. And then before that, as far as the video goes of solo camping, it's been since last December. So yeah, it's been a while since I've done one. I want to come out and do one. I've had this idea for a little bit. Every time I've had an idea, I go online and like Steve Wallace did it or someone else did it. Like, it's just these like weird ways to camp or different things you can use to camp that keep it interesting. This is definitely gonna be up there on my list of interesting camping, and we're gonna have to use it for deer or something. There's holes all over the thing to shoot out of. I could have that on the screen now. All the way around the tent there's holes. And then you have your windows that are the magnetic little corners and they clip up. I like the design of it, but it's just really small, guys. It's pretty small. Now, this listing was on Facebook. I'm not sure if I can get it onto here. If I can, it'll be on here. But I think it was like 80 bucks, and it was from Pennsylvania. And I don't know if it's just a PA thing and it's a smaller business that's in PA. I'm not sure. But when I seen this, I was like, I absolutely have to camp in that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I could go on forever talking about stuff. I have some more ideas for camping, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know you guys like the camping videos, and this one's definitely interesting. So if you are not subscribed, make sure to subscribe for more videos in the future. I do a lot more than just camp. I know most people come to the channel to watch camping, but I have a lot of different hobbies. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. And I hope you enjoyed cow camping.